I'm here. Hello. I got a little distracted when I was doing my live announcements. Yeah. I'm glad the audio is not glitching anymore. It was a little bit at the start because I went downstairs to grab something. And when it glitches in my headphones, I have been told that it glitches on the stream. But when I'm here and my laptop is actually plugged in, nothing goes wrong. Because when my laptop unplugs, it also causes issues. How can I rattle? Yeah, I'm very happy with the progress. It's just... there's still a lot to do. I'm very happy with each individual part so far. There's a lot more parts to do. I love all the faces. There's so many combinations already. There's like dozens of combinations already, and I am not done with this thing. Let's see, we should make a new to-do list. This is the old one. We need hats. Today we need to do... what color was this? Ooh. Yeah. Hope it went well. Two. That is the wrong brush. It's the wrong size. Two. The symmetry tool's on. 2, 11. To do. Ooh. Nice, nice. Tell me I'm walking on water. I could be far from the mountain. It feels a little colder. I don't wanna choose between innocence and our soldiers. And they look a little longer. Neck accessories. What is gonna be nobody's soldier? Maybe do some tattoos. Yo, nice. I feel like I grew pretty fast in my when I started. I also started in like 2021 and I mainly streamed Minecraft. So it was very very saturated and I did like I ran like an Eternos server, just free shitty and I let anyone join just with a command in chat. It was an interesting experience. Not great for building the following I wanted, though. But, yeah. Ooh. Yeah. I was active in a casual streamer group for a while, but I've not really actively participated in a couple years. Just because for a while I had my health was super shaky. She started yesterday a lot more happy. Hell yeah. Yeah, I had a lot of different health crises which are not particularly conducive to good growth. I Yes, no, not yesterday. 2 days ago, after stream, I went through and I recorded just me scrolling through all of these, all of these layers. There's so many. Would be for nothing if I followed in his steps. No money, but change jingles in my pockets, reminding me how little. Yeah, getting out there and interacting with people can definitely help with that stuff. At least not feel as isolated. Papa taught me how to bear my teeth and growl. Taught me that the hand that feeds deserves to be bitten when it beats. Taught me how to break my chain. Money ain't worth a thing, and no man should get more of my time than me. Than me. I think honestly it just has to do with how chaotic our world is. Yeah, Gen Z, we have not really known a world without some sort of crisis, which I think is pretty typical, but it's definitely very extreme. Every generation has at least one crisis, but the oldest of Gen Z like remember like the all the stock market crashes from the start of the century. What was it? 2002? I don't remember when the dot-com bubble was. There was a dot-com bubble, then there was the housing crisis, the big recession. We had a couple years off of that, but then there's just been school shootings all the time in the news. True. We're very engineered now more than ever on instant gratification stuff. And always knowing everything bad that's happening in the world all the time. And being more isolated. like being trained into dopamine deficiencies. Especially with like newer and newer short form content. Companies are literally like, how addictive do we make our media now? Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't help that there was a once in a century pandemic when a lot of us were either like the oldest Gen Z is the oldest Gen Z had their college and their early careers disrupted by COVID. The youngest Gen Z kids didn't finish out their education. They were in middle school and some like late elementary school. Just overall a recipe for disaster. And not being in school means that there's no like designated place where like kids can meet other kids in person. No one was seeing anyone in person for 3 years almost. It got closer and closer gradually, but like a mess at the start of the decade. Just huge mess. Disrupted children's development, disrupted integration into broader society. Everything's fucked now, basically. Yeah, that's. I think it's a pretty common sentiment that no one's been having a good time for at least the last 5 years, 6 years. Last 6 years have been particularly bad. But it's been kind of nonstop for the last 25. I got hiccups. What does that say about nightmares? I'll stay awake tonight. I wanna make my murder look like a suicide. But little know that the body's mine. I'm gonna change this to head. And then we'll move. Really, this goes down here. And this goes in here. This goes in here. Yippee, I can consolidate things even more now. Oh my god, the mushrooms. I think... Nom nom. I think you are still very young and you have a lot of time to figure out what you want your life to look like. And I think it definitely sucks right now when you're in it. But things can and will get better. The mushrooms. One day everything will be better. Hopefully. Yeah. Bro. Sound alerts. Sound alerts. What is going on with my sound alerts? Sound alerts. I'm going to the website. What's up with it? Dashboard. What's up with you, sound alerts? Why are you not working? They rode a million miles to make a man of me. Okay. My alerts. Work is much worse than my bite. I keep snapping at collide sounds with all of my tiny mind. There are no stones in my disposal. There's no God to warn me a crown. Wasting at somebody I can't knock down. All of the fire I have swallowed. Look at my mouth. I am always burning up. I'm investigating this. What is happening? Setup. Implement the browser source. Okay, new browser source. I'm just gonna redo this. Hungry for mushrooms. Many mushrooms consumed. Okay. Sound alerts. Properties. I'm fresh. Point for desktop users. Some copy and paste Sunwords browser source to your other scenes instead of creating a new browser source for each of your scenes. Browser sources online. Playtest. Hey, kappa, kappa, hey, kappa, kappa, hey. Okay, I can't hear that. Oh, you mushroom. Ate the wrong mushroom. Oh no. Okay, I don't know what's up. Can the stream hear? Okay. So you can hear the sound alert, but I can't. That's very interesting. So I've just flipped hear it, because before I could hear it and stream couldn't. When someone tried a couple weeks ago. Cool. Yes, most important thing is you can hear it. I can see it. I can imagine in my mind's eye what it sounds like. Won't be bothered doing my things. Yeah, I mean, I'm listening to music anyways, so it's not like I get particularly distracted by sound. Okay. Hats. Gonna do this. Should you come with a stream account if you want? Alright. Midnight comes from slowly, I'm laying down tomorrow. In control. Got to keep the oil burning and the wheels turning up the road. It's all I know. I am a creature of the night. I am a creature of the night. Dreaming I'm awake. I could lay next to you, but I will only shake. And everybody, thank you for the follow. Yippee. Yeah. It's up to me what it should be. I'm a moment like I'm doing anything I like. I'm marching across the street. I'm a creature of the night. Yes, there you are. We should not be that hard to draw a line. I'm in the grass, asleep at last. In the guns, I'm laying down. I'm in control. To keep the oil burning and my little wheels are turning up the road. That's all I know. Oh? I'm a creature of the night. Oh no. You hate to see it. Say the world's pretty unfair. I wouldn't go there. It's simply another thing to get in a misery. In the ring you'll find the fight for your life. Take a pistol, lay down in the sidelines, either in or down. Your life will make a sound. The time to subside. It's simply not let me be. In the ring you will find it's a fight for your life. Lay down on the sidelines, either in or down. Good sound. What is going on here? What's happening here? I'll make a sound all the time. More mushrooms. What is happening? What's happening? Okay, now it's normal. You see it's on your racing mind. Morning when you're staring down, all you ever do wrong. Yeah, it's just however many fit in the duration. It's weird though that it would have brought you back to the stream and then pulled you back into ads. It's for the good of keeping the pre-rolls off though. Pre-rolls, the stream killer. Oh. More headache setting alerts and all this stuff. Oof. Yeah. The sword looming over my head right now is setting up streamer bot because I want to do it. I want to do it, but it's so much work. And I haven't actually, I just need to sit down and do it, but I haven't yet. Sure. Always the next big ticket. Always trying to stretch it one more day. I don't like how this hat looks. I'm trying again. And just hoping for a different refrain. Capture a rabbit, I keep on running, running, running. Like against me. Ooh. I like the vibes. Keeping me there. Like a mad dog after a rabbit, I keep on running, running, running. I don't feel like it gets me anywhere. Kickback is automatic. Coming, coming, coming. Knocking me down to the bottom and keeping me there. Whenever I think of like all the stuff that I need to do, like I want to make more emotes and I want to like make sub badges because I've not made those. Like I don't have sub badges, I only have a couple emotes. I just made a points icon like a couple months ago. I'm not a particularly put together streamer, but I keep thinking like, okay, so I have all of February to do stuff. Oof, 11 more followers. You'll get there, I believe. Like, part of me is like, I have all of February to do stuff. How much can I get done in February? And part of me is like, well, what else am I going to be doing in March? I'm going to be recovering from surgery, so what else will I be doing? The two wolves inside of me. One says get it all done before surgery. One says what else am I going to be doing when I'm recovering from surgery? I feel as useless start and real enough of are healing. The diggers are digging me up. I feel as useless start in my body to work. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Not much looking out. Sometimes it takes more peachy and stuck in moving sorrows on the ample ground. Good and sorry. What It's whatever you want it to be. That's why we got lots of options. Won't you come inside? Oh, I fear the best in you did not desert you by some devious design. Suddenly you're very near as I prefer. Also love Minecraft. Hell yeah. Oh dear, let me see those smoky eyes. Always with shaders. Yeah, I like to play with shaders, but sometimes, like if I'm playing with heavier mods, my computer doesn't like it very much. So a lot of the time I just end up playing without them. But I do love playing with shaders. My favorite one is one called Solus Shaders. SOLAS. Mods. I love Create. That's the first one that comes to mind. I love making factories in Minecraft. I love machining in Minecraft. I've done like a little bit of like stuff with Mechanism. I'm a big fan of Skyblock, so I like things like Exdeorum. Like Ex Nihilo. Farmer's Delight. I love Farmer's Delight. What else? Photon and Bliss shaders are good. Ooh. Good to know. Let's see. Other mods. I like... There's a creatures mod that I like. It's called Critters and Companions. It's not super expansive. Building mods. Ooh, yeah. I don't do a ton with building mods, honestly. Sometimes I'll have, like, chipped in my packs just in case I want to play around with it, but I never use it. I love Regions Unexplored as a biome mod. Ooh. Let's go. We love a good Minecraft stream. I forgot to have my... Yup. I like fabric. The only time I will use the only time I use Neoforge is when I want to play when I wanted to play the new version of Create before it was ported to Fabric by the unofficial porter. So some of my more recent packs are Neoforge instead of Fabric because I wanted to play update 6 of Create and it wasn't on Fabric yet. But now it is ported, so I can go back to Fabric. Yeah, essential. I played on an mouse tweaker. Yes, mouse tweaker. I love mouse tweaks. Mouse tweaks is like when I play vanilla, I'm like, okay, I need to get mouse tweaks. At least if I'm not gonna do anything else modded, I need mouse tweaks. But yeah, I played on an essential server with my friends, and that lasted a good year and a half-ish. But then there was a loss of motivation, and then also like one of the people who was very active on the server ended up being like an evil narcissist. Well, we can play together. Hell yeah. I'm a fan of playing Minecraft with other people. A sociopath. There's nothing inherently wrong with that. I think there's nothing inherently yeah, I think in general there's nothing inherently bad or evil about mental illnesses. It's about the way that the person manages those mental illnesses. Like you can be like you could be a sociopath, a psychopath, a narcissist, and still like have like work to like engage with people in a way that makes them like you can still engage with people in a healthy way if you don't have like a typical sense of how other people work. You just have to work at it a little harder. But it does require work. Let's see. This is Hat 1. Yeah, the person the person that was in my friend group who I dated for a whole year. It was not fun. Very much was like very disingenuous with everyone, very like antagonistic towards everyone. Like very much was like, I don't like when you complain about the bad things that happen to you. Don't really like people? That's understandable. Oh my god. I heard this song for the first time the other day. I was just like I was like working on something on my own. I just hear just in my headphones I just hear the shadows are coming, the shadows are coming. I'm like, what's happening? What's happening in this? Very weird song. I'm gonna start playing another playlist that is longer and won't immediately go. I'm adding this song. Playing my stream playlist. My pronouns are he, him. Yeah. Hey, I'll get you too. Another one bites the dust. I'm trying to do like a backwards baseball cap. Backwards baseball cap. Yeah. I accidentally opened a link. I'm just trying to look at this image. The hole is bigger than I remember it being. And I'm gonna do like bow, kind of. Sha. But anyways, you can hurt a man and bring him to the ground. Oh. My mouse has stopped working. My mouse, my pen. I don't have a mouse for this. Yeah. Bro. That usually fixes it. If I do this. There we go. Haha. You're gone too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway. You can rely on the old man's money. You can rely on the old man's money. It's a bitch, girl. You know it don't matter anyway. Say money, but it won't get you too far. Get you too far. Oh, don't you know? The killer's giving you so far gone on your own. You can try to be strong, but you'll never be strong, 'cause you're a rich girl. Anyway, you can rely on the old man's money. You can rely on the old man's money. It's a bitch, girl. Gone too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway. Say money, but it won't get you too far. Get you too far. Out of the rain, it's so easy. Stream is calming. I'm glad. That's the vibe I try to go for. 'Cause it's too much to give, and you ever live for the thrill of it all. 'Cause you're a rich girl, gone too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway. You can rely on the old man's money. You can rely on the old man's money. It's a bitch, girl. It's gone too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway. Say money, but it won't get you too far. Say money, but it won't get you too far. Say money, but it won't get you too far. Get you too far. Say you can rely on the old man's money. You can rely on the old man's money. You're a rich girl. Rich girl. Rich girl. Okay, I think this is... Be a lighthouse keeper, and imagine a life much sweeter than that. Stole my coat and weather alone. I think I'd be a lighthouse keeper. Go wrong, I have a story to tell, and I can learn to shine a light if you can learn to ring a bell. What could go wrong? I have a story to tell. What could go wrong? I have a story to tell. I'll be a javelin preacher. Can't imagine a life much sweeter than that. Gotta be a traveling preacher. Go wrong, I have a story to tell. I go learn to shine, learn to go to hell. What could go wrong? I have a story to tell. What could go wrong? I have a story to tell. Oh, 5:13 a.m. That's a little late. What could go wrong? I have a story to tell. Be a lighthouse keeper. I think I'll be a traveling preacher. What could go wrong? I have a story to tell, and I can learn to shine a light if you could learn to ring a bell. What could go wrong? I have a story to tell. What could go wrong? I have a story to tell. What could go wrong? I have a story to tell, and I can learn to go to heaven if you learn to go to hell. What could go wrong? I have a story to tell. What could go wrong? I have a story to tell. Go to heaven if you learn to go to hell. I have a story to tell. Ads are about to start. What could go wrong? I have a story to tell. Sing the songs, you wake my mother. She's sleeping here, right by my side. True. And a silver dagger who says that I can be your bride. All men are false, said my mother. They'll tell you wicked love and lies, and the very next evening they'll court another, leave you alone to pine and sigh. My daddy's a handsome devil. He's got a chain 5 miles long, and on every link a heart does dangle. Another man, he's loved and wrong. So court honor the tender maiden, and hope that she will be your wife. For I've been warned, and I've decided to sleep alone all of my life. But it's infatuation, ooh, and I need it now. But it's infatuation. And I need it now. But it's infatuation, and I've been listening to my Lucifer. Also crazy take. Girls literally sell their body. Yeah. Where is the moon? Pay attention if you can't see the sky. No, but it's infatuation and Memphis stuff. Always would love to leave you scarred. And I need you now, but it's infatuation and something is wrong with this blank invitation. Hurt. Ooh. Little shots of salvation, drag you down into infatuation. I need you now. I think I might go through and compress some of these groups real quick. Just some of these that don't. Okay, I did erase the E. It's hard to tell when I got the pop-up in the way. But like, hair base never needs to be 3 layers in the actual final. All the eyebrows do not need to all be 2, 3 layers each, 2 layers each. Merge group. We can get rid of the merged. Merge group. Only 3 friends, not online. For the longest time, I only had 3 friends, and they were all from school. I've ran away through my feeble skies. You're the person of me I'd rather be tonight. But she found me just in time, 'cause with my mid-youth crisis all said and done, I need to be youthfully felt, 'cause God, I never felt young. All these noses can be 1 layer each. Some of them are already just 1 layer. Wait. I need to merge it first and then I edit the name. Jackie and Wilson, raise 'em on rhythm and blues. No, it'd be great to find a place you can escape sometime. Me and my eyes are scrolling black irises in the sunshine. Every version of me dead and bare in the yard outside. Sitting back and watch the world. Had 9 last week. Call me baby, run ahead to my head. Drive me crazy, soothe me daily. She wouldn't care. Alexis beat right around picking up clues. Well, my children, Jackie and Wilson, where's them on rhythm and blues? I don't think there's any possible reason I would need to. Oh my. It seems like those are not people you want to be friends with. Start taking up the yard for what's left to me in our little vignette. Whatever poor soul is coming next. Say me, call me, baby, run ahead to my hair. She'll know me crazy, soon me daily, but yet she wouldn't care. Alexis B. detectives right around pick. We'll name our children Jackie and Wilson, raise them on rhythm and blues. Everyone can be replaced. I see it more as like eventually you find the right people for you. And you're ready to see. Okay, I think I'm gonna keep this one as separate layers because I'm not totally sure I like it yet. Lost with the true love. I keep trying to edit before I merge. Merge group. Before refusal one final time to see. Imagine being loved by me. Won't deny I got in my mind now. All the things you do, I try and talk. For fear that you find out when I'm imagining you. I won't deny I got in my mind now. One of the tassels on my blanket got in my fan, my laptop fan, and it makes a terrible noise when that happens. Okay. Am I in a good laying position right now? I think so. I think my body just hates me right now. I think it's just being angry at me for no reason. Am I close enough to my mic? Not really. Yeah. I'm bringing it closer. Is that better? I think it's a little better. I'm gonna turn the gain up slightly. Okay. Is that better? I think it's a little better. I think it's a little better. It's not that much better, but it's better. She forgot that I existed, and it's half my fault, but I just like to play the victim. I'll drink alcohol till my friends come home for Christmas, and I'll dream each night of some version of you that I might not have. I got rid of 50 layers. I think I got rid of 55 layers doing that. Split in half, but it'll have to do. Which is both more and less than I thought it would be. Cancel out the darkness I inherited from Dad. No, I am no longer funny, 'cause I miss the way you laugh. Once called me forever, now you still can't call me back. Nah, long for Mom, but it's the season of the sticks, and I saw your mom. She forgot that I existed, and it's half my fault. I just like to play the victim. I'll drink alcohol till my friends come home for Christmas, and I dream each night of some version of you that I might not have. Animal ears 6, right? Nope, 7. Me when I forget the number of things in the thing that I just saw. This pain's just passing through, but I doubt it. And I love her Mom, but it's the season of the sticks, and I saw your mom. She forgot that I existed, and it's half my fault. I just like to play the victim. Alcohol till my friends come home for Christmas, and I dream each night of some version of you that I might not have, but I did not lose. Now your tire tracks in one pair of shoes, and I'm split in half, but it'll have to do. Have to do. Your protector's coming home. Safe from the outside world. You walk along the street, your head caught in a waking dream. Okay, I think that still works with that hat. I think not every one of these options needs to work with every other option. But I should probably make options that at least fit with some of the things. But also, like, I don't want to have a ton of stuff. Because that's a lot. I am just gonna have enough of each options as I think is a decent selection. With the devil, you run with the devil. Ooh, 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 ooh. Just gonna put these away in this folder. You're sick. to not to go. Tell your mother not to wait. Tell your father I was good. As you lay tonight beside me, baby, on the morning that you came. You wait for me, you're the one wait for me. Other hats, what other hats exist? Ooh, ooh. I can do like a headband, maybe. How do you even like? Me when I can't draw a curved line properly. Something sent my sundial backwards, tilting upside down. Now the shadow hand is pointing time right out of town. And I forget that my laptop got unplugged. When anything goes wrong with this machine, I know it's because it got unplugged. This little shit is so battery dependent. It's so plug dependent. It's like I can't function if I'm not plugged in. Something in my shoes. Down, backwards, down each other's. You're so bloody overzealous. That sounds good. See ya. Have a good sleep. Thank you. You too. Oh, tiny troubles. Can't bear to tell you that you're wrong, so very wrong. Leave this brief is stretching outward and up my sleeve. Question, how could I be so naive? I don't remember what it is I just said to you. I got Anubis on my back, something in my shoe. Yeah, so I did pick the right color for that. That's good to know. You're the heel they call Achilles. Don't enjoy this private screening. This one doesn't have a meaning. That's the wrong thing. Hat 3. Technically not a hat, a headband. But same idea. Another one. You tell me tipsy, I tell you you're pretty. We could spend the night if you're still sure. Text me in the morning. I'm an overachiever. I please her, I please girl. And I never tell lies. Oh, I'll never tell lies. Text me in the morning. I don't believe a single word. Okay, let me just look up a reference for this also. Look at that. In the morning. The brim is always more downturned than I remember. So like, you tell me you're tipsy, tell you you're pretty. I'm gonna skip this one for now. Working 9 to 5, a way to make a living, baby. Getting by, it's all taking and no giving. You just use your mind and not give me credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5. Think that I'm serve a fair promotion, want to move ahead, but the boss won't seem to let me. There's sometimes the man is out to get me. Dreams what you share. It's just I'm a boss man, but little but you got dreams they never take away. But a lot of your friends been rolling take the ship will come in and the tide's gonna turn and the song gonna roll you away. Working 9 to 5, one way to make a living, barely getting by. It's all taking and no giving. They just use your mind and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5, and get you where they want you, live a better life. Think about it, don't you? Rich man's game. No matter what they call it, spend your life putting money in his wallet. 9 to 5, getting by. It's all taken and no giving. Just use your mind and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5. Should have the front. Maybe a little more. First off, it should probably be asymmetrical. There's a fire inside my soul. There's one looking, I can hear a bell ring. One more looking, I forget everything. Oh, Mamma Mia, does it show again? Mama, just how much I missed ya. Yeah, I've been broken hearted, blue since the day we parted. Why did I ever let you go? Now I really know why I can never let you go. I've been angry inside, things that you do. So I've made up my mind to tell you that we're through. But when you go, when you slam the door, I think you know that I won't be away too long. You know I'm not that strong. Okay. I feel like today's gonna be a shorter stream. I'm pretty tired. My energy's been particularly low today. My, just how much I missed you. Yeah, I've been broken hearted, blue since the day we parted. Why did I ever let you go? Even when I say bye-bye, take me now or never. It's a game we play. Goodbye doesn't mean forever. Yeah, I've been broken hearted, blue since the day we parted. Why did I ever let you go? Yeah, now I really know why I can never let you go. Goes to turn off symmetry, turns on more symmetry. Cinder and smoke hanging in the air. I know you'll be bolder than me. Miles away. I don't like how this looks. So my arms is in a line. Under your name is shame. I left you with brave rose to be ossified. And a rose to the ocean side. See, as light in a dream, too long now to the rising, now to the rising. You slow burn a while. You're so normal. It's the same as when you saw me back then. We're bound to be reconciled. Bound to be reconciled. Too long swinging the night. Okay. Let's try this again. I closed the tab that had the bucket hat references. No, I don't want to shop. I want images. Okay. You're lost in the shadow there. Thunder and smoke hanging in the air. This is the wrong color. This is the right color. Bolder than me, beside somewhere. I feel like bucket hats are deceptively difficult to draw. What am I doing? I have learned my battle. By losing most I fought. Okay, so at least these are identical. And you'll stay home and bake it. leaving the garden where the milestones gather moss. Smile at my vows and whisper, wow, can you believe we really made it? Now this goes down lower than I'd like. Okay, I'm just gonna say. There, now that's the point from which we're going to go off. We can name her Gwendolyn, like Mom would have called me. I'm sure yet myself, I learned from a good father. Sure, they messed me up. I think that's just the gig. And maybe it's just some hormones that kick in your late 20s. Have a lot of women, and I would like to just lay down. And marriage always scared me. I never lost love. And love can last a pretty good long while. I've seen it around. Just like my parents when I was young. Can we be just like my parents? Ah, I was like, why isn't it doing it? Why isn't it mirroring? I did the wrong one. This might just be how I'm wired. Kissing before brushing, smile with our whole faces. If you want a hyphen last name, I guess. Find the cadence, I see it on videos. I was there back in the 80s, and if I'm just the they back then could do it, why can't I? Like my parents in due time. Imagine me just like my parents. Yeah, right. Then simple empty moments. Oh, each one is out of character. As you know, I tend to be. There'll be scalpers at the cemetery gates. Widows weeping. Oh, I've forgotten all their names. So why should you remember me? When you were together, when you talk to my headstone, that is assuming that I die first, which is fair, and assuming I don't leave. Oh, to prove what I hope. I mean, otherwise, how am I to believe? Oh, oh, Yo, double Willwood, let's go. Pepper moths and butterflies, ghosts of trees and termites, beanstalk. And if you get lightheaded when standing too fast, as if shaking out the weight of phosphenes and past salt deposits, middle rivers that burst forward. She said, take care, but I take more than I bring. I know it just feels inhumane to lose this much. Whisper, did you ever build with those endangered bones? Well, the ground looks soft enough to bury this now. Oh, please, oh no. And then my sponsor said, do nothing, nothing works. And then my doctor said, don't do that if it hurts. Said it just feels inhumane to lose this much. 'Cause when you leave, you know you take more than your love. The seasons of cicada days we can't make up. And I know it just feels inhumane to live this much. Oh, let all my red flags fade to white, yeah, give up. You will only take all that. Okay, I'll pack my stuff. You're at the end of days, my God, What have I done? Christ, now it feels damn inhumane to get all I dreamed of. Oh. One day at a time, tomorrow's too late. Amen. And it goes, I could say just what I wanna, but you would change. You're gonna, it stays the same. If I could do just what I wanna, but you would too. Bet you're gonna, yeah. This is the change. Tough love, that's bold. It's safe to say we look better in gold. In the gold. I can't, it's just what I've been told. Told we look better in gold. Maybe it goes cold. Who even knows? Bet you're gonna, yeah. 'Cause money only moves when the kids are singing. I like this. This is a good hat. And gold, yeah, yeah. I can't, it's just what I've been told. Been told. You look better in gold. You look better in gold. Just what we wanna, what they say. We're gonna change. 'Cause it all turns gold when the kids are singing tough love, that's bold. It's safe to say we look better in gold. In gold. I can't, that's just how I've been told. Been told. We look better in gold. Oh, we look better in gold. That might be it for me today. Not now, Smoking Joe. Yeah, I'm very tired. So I think that's going to be it for me for today. I hope next time I won't be so tired. So I think I'm going to switch my stream days to Monday, Wednesday, Friday for the time being. So that's up to 3 regular scheduled streams. And I want to try to get back to streaming in the earlier evening, maybe even the afternoon. I think afternoon might be good, actually. I want to try streaming in the afternoon. The thing is, my sleep's been so bad, and I've been waking up so late in the day that I can't really make that happen right now. But maybe I can take advantage of how tired I am right now and go to sleep early, so then I can wake up early. Maybe that'll be a thing that happens. But yeah. Ideally, my ideal stream schedule would be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, stream at noon. I am currently unable to do that because I've been waking up after noon. I woke up at 3 today. But yeah, Monday, Wednesday, Friday is going to be the days. If I can't get things fixed, I want to have a 7 p.m. stream time. If I can get things fixed, I want it to be noon. Yeah. That's it for today. We made a little bit of progress. Not a ton of progress, but still progress nonetheless on the PNGTuber. And I'm happy with it. We got 4 new hats. And we condensed things down a little bit. We started with 250 layers today. We now have 197, and we added new stuff. I think that's pretty good. I call that a win. Yeah. That's it for me for today. Sorry for a little bit of a short stream, a bit of a lower energy stream, but I'm tired. I'm so tired. My iron is so low. My poor iron in my bones is so low. And my sleep schedule is so bad. But I'll get it figured out. That's what matters. Yeah. That's it. Bye.